When most people think of Egypt, they picture pyramids. And if you're Ethiopian like me, you start arguments about the Nile. The jokes, the debates, the who really owns it. I came here with zero expectations, because the internet had so much to say. Some called it beautiful, some said Egyptians don't like Ethiopians. Some warned me I'd get hustled the moment I step off the plane. But I had a friend here who told me this place was magical. So here I am, hoping to find my own story. Cairo isn't quiet. It's a full-blown orchestra. The call to prayer, the taxi horns, camels and cars fight for space. Pedestrians walk like they have 9 lives. And somehow, everything flows. At every corner, someone yells, "Welcome," followed by the question, "Where are you from?" Then I met Mada, my Uber driver, who's now my brother. He asked me where I'm from. I told him I was Ethiopian, unsure of what he would say. He told me he loved Ethiopians, and that I'm like his sister. So just like that was day 1. Egypt had already flipped the script.
We always use natural things, no?
I wasn't planning to stay in Cairo too long. The plan was to head south to Aswan, north to Siwa, and east to Sinai. But to skip the city of pyramids entirely, I'd have to be out of my mind. We drove around for days, not really looking for answers, but to understand how life moves here. Cairo is Africa's largest city by landmass, and it doesn't make it easy for you to figure it out on your own. After a few days, I noticed something. Where are the women? Because outside it was mostly men, smoking shisha, sharing a cup of tea, watching sports and debating world politics until 3 a.m. I mean, the city never sleeps. But the next day, I found the women. Not in the old tea shops, but in the newer cafes, with Wi-Fi and good vibes. And I get them. Now I only want to hang out here. Wow, the city's so ancient, and I'm really surprised by how they kept the old architecture. It looks like you're living back in time. I suddenly felt like I had uncovered a second Cairo, walking around this part of town called Zamalek. Also, Cairo's creative scene, it's dangerous because I want to buy everything. Beautiful pieces everywhere. But before I lost all my money to dreamy handmade ceramics for my coffee corner, I needed to visit more places I actually stayed in Cairo for. I came to Egypt to feel something. And I first found that feeling in Old Cairo. As an Ethiopian Orthodox Christian, this place didn't feel foreign. It felt familiar. We share saints. We share stories. We carry the same cross. When I stepped into the Coptic Orthodox Church, it felt like home. People lit candles, whispered prayers, kissed the walls, just like we do back where I'm from. Then we drove through the rubbish-strewn street, heading towards one of the oldest Coptic churches. A church carved right into the rock of a cave. It's mind-blowing, really. I'd read about this place recently in a book called Elements. But to stand here, to see it, feel it, it's different. Egypt keeps teaching me, faith isn't hidden here. It's lived. It's stitched into the stones, into the walls, into the city itself. After that, most of my days were spent immersing myself in the city, experiencing what it's actually like to live in Cairo. I believe it's one of the things you should do if you come to Egypt. It's a wooden sailboat that has been on this river for generations. Being on the Nile was quiet, slow and still, the opposite of the city. As my time in the big city was coming to an end, I was already dreaming about what the rest of Egypt would feel like. I wasn't sure what to expect, but I had a good feeling. My friends had flown all the way from LA to join me. We soaked in the last hours of Cairo together, then planned our escape to Egypt's southern gem, Aswan. The flight from Cairo was just over an hour, and we arrived with high spirits, excited for the peaceful week ahead. We booked a hotel that looked incredible online, but what we didn't know was it was only accessible by boat. Thankfully, they knew we were arriving late, so the hotel boat was already waiting for us at the dock. After floating across the Nile in the dark, a tuk-tuk came to haul our bags up the rocky hill to reception. It was a trek, but the moment we reached the top, it was all worth it. To be honest, I didn't know what we were in for, but the moment we got there, everything felt like it was meant to be. That's why I don't like stressing about plans to go according to what's in the itinerary. Sometimes everything just falls into places, just like they were meant to be.
Hi, kitty.
Kitty, we have a jacuzzi. The next morning, I woke up at 6 a.m. Tired but at peace. Something about Aswan slowed me down. I looked outside my room and the Nile was right there, still flowing. It's like it followed me all the way down here. I had to pause and take it all in. The colors, the calm, the feeling of being in the same country but in a completely different rhythm than Cairo. That was crazy to witness. That morning, we weren't rushing anywhere. Sometimes when I travel, I carve out days just to be in a place. No itinerary, no expectations, just existing. That's how I recharge. And if there was ever a place made for slowing down, it was Ben Ben Hotel. Perched right on the edge of the Nile. It felt like a sanctuary carved into nature. Every corner of this place had a view. The architecture blended with the land, with its soft and earthy tones. I walked around quietly that morning, not rushing to go anywhere. Just letting myself be in the space. So often we check into a place, sleep, and rush back out. But here I wanted to slow down, to actually feel the magic of being present. After a few days, waking up here became the new normal. Since we had plans to explore more of Aswan on this day, we started our day at sunrise. We had breakfast on the go. It was strong cappuccinos with the best pistachio croissants that I still think about as I write this. Followed by the soft Egyptian sun on our faces. I started calling this place the slow morning capital of the world. Seriously. A boat ride across the river to get to town became part of our day-to-day routine. But immediately I noticed something. People here didn't ask me where I was from. They looked at me and saw someone who looked just like them. Nubians. They're one of Africa's oldest civilizations. Softer spoken, warm, very peaceful. They speak their own language, painted their homes in bright colors. I realized I was meant to be here.
Better because it's more far away.
Yeah.
Okay, you're welcome, sister.
Thank you.
In hell.
What's your name?
My name Hamada.
Oh, you gonna be here?
I'm Nubian, man. I'm stay here.
Okay, so when we come back, we're gonna see you.
You're
Thank you.
welcome, my sister. Have a nice day. Have a nice night.
Bye.
Just one way, okay?
Okay. Shukran. Finally got a ride.
We started our day in the city around 7:30 a.m. Here's something about mornings in this city. The air feels so warm, But the people, even warmer. Some beauty can't be captured in photos, can honestly only be felt. We enjoyed our morning, hanged with the locals, and bought some stuff for our family and friends. The place felt familiar, like a place I'd already known in another life.
I like the first one best. She is so cute.
Shortly after, our 3-hour journey through the desert began. The road made you forget what green ever looked like. We stopped halfway at a small coffee shop. Just locals, desks, mint tea, and lots of chips for breakfast, because that was all we could find. Then slowly we saw water again, and palm trees started appearing in the distance. And finally, we arrived to Abu Simbel, a temple built by Ramses II in 1213 BCE. That's over 4,000 years ago. And he didn't just build one temple, he built two. One for himself, massive, commanding, the other for his queen Nefertari.
So hot. It is like 100 degrees out here. It's very, very hot. But I didn't expect these temples to be this huge.
I mean, this man studied the sun for 20 years, so the light would shine directly on his face, twice a year, on his birthday and his coronation day. All four of the statues you see inside and outside is him at different ages. That's the kind of love and dedication I want to have for myself one day. Egyptians are truly fascinating. Everything here has a meaning. It tells a story of the past. I learned about this in school, but I never expected to be this moved when I see it in person.
So we are closer to Sudan by 70 kilometers. Did you see the Tuat Mountains?
Sudan.
Yeah, here. Did you see the Tuat Mountains? This is the first one of the border.
Oh wow. Hey! Go!
It's a Nubian village.
We stepped into a restaurant after all that ancient glory, only to be surprised by the type of music they were playing. Well, not just playing, they're singing it too.
Fish from the Nile? I know you did that. I know you did that on purpose.
They must laugh in number here.
Our Beyonce.
I know. Shakira. Okay. Her hair was blonde. Everyone used to call her Shakira.
We go to Egypt and they play us Ethiopian music. That's insane. Who knew? People probably thinking they're going to war. See? Egyptians listen to Ethiopian music. Here's your proof. How you know this Ethiopian music?
Maybe I should move to Aswan. It's giving home. Honestly. I loved the people so much before we left Aswan. I wanted to go deeper with this place, to see how the Nubians live and what their homes look like. We took a boat to one of their villages, and it was nothing like I imagined. Bright homes with murals and mosaics. Friendly kids, even friendlier women. This is a place where you stock up on spices. I think I had one of the most flavorful hibiscus teas here made by our friend, who also happened to have a pet alligator just casually chilling in his house, you know?
Yeah.
Switch of is crazy.
This is also a place where you buy incense and lemongrass that they use inside their amazing tea.
Lemongrass tea or?
Yes.
Oh wow.
On our last day, while waiting for our ride, a stranger walked up and offered us coffee on the street. Yep, we are cheersing coffee at 8 p.m. No pressure, no agenda, just kindness of the locals. You know, Aswan isn't flashy, but it's soulful. It's the kind of place that teaches you something without really trying. My first week in Egypt. I can say with confidence, this place is magical. The noise, the Nile, the prayers, the pyramids, and the people that welcome you like family. It is a bit chaotic. It is ancient and very much alive. If you visit Cairo, it might test you, but Aswan will for sure slow you down. And the Nile, it will remind you to float and not really force anything in life. This wasn't the Egypt the internet warned me about. It was something else entirely. I came with no expectations, and that's always a good way to begin. Next stop, Siwa. Sand dunes, an oasis. Probably the bluest water I've ever seen in my life. And after that, silence. And Mount Sinai. A midnight climb on a sacred ground. Because clearly, I've got something to say to the sky. So I hope you stick around, because this is just the beginning. See you soon.